Hi, it's so good to be in your homes once more. So I this is spouse affairs. I know everybody should know that this is spouse affairs. Um, if you've not subscribed to my channels, please feel free subscribe. There are a lot of videos to just watch. This is a relationship channel, so everything relationship you'll find it in here. So this week I said we're going to be dealing with questions, so I'm just going to be answering questions as it comes. I already have a heap of questions, so I'm just dealing with them. So this question, this person says that at what point should I bring in my pastor? At what point should my pastor get involved in my relationship as a Christian? Okay, so at the issue with this question is there is no there's really no, every church has their own modus operandi. I'm not going to come and scatter what your church has already been doing for years. When I was single, the church I was attending, their own procedure is the guy doesn't even come to meet you. He goes to the pastor. The pastor now arranges somehow for you to meet up, and then the guy now tells you he likes you and all that and all that. And then you don't meet in the guy's house. You always have an open place to meet. You know, that is in that church. I don't know much about every other place, but you need to understand, if you're in a ministry and they have the way they want you guys to operate, you should follow what your ministry, the church you attend, follow what they say you guys should do. The only issue I have is this: when you're following what they say you should do, make sure that you know what is going on, you understand what you're doing. For me, that's what I'm saying. I always say for me. For me, that doesn't mean that that's what your church does. Every church has their own, I said it, every church has their own modus operandi. So find out how your church does it. But the truth is that some of these things that have been in place for years are not working. Let's just face the fact, they are not working. Because I've seen where in churches where it is the pastor that arranges the marriages, that arranges who marries who, and you see that it has not been working. That's why we have a lot of divorces and all that. Then I've also seen cases where you tell your pastor now, or the pastor recommends somebody, and then you guys now start dating, and then you get into the marriage and find out this guy is not really who he is, or this lady is not really who they claim to be. So there's a lot of so I cannot tell you categorically. It just depends on the ministry you're attending. But I would recommend that once you are in a relationship, okay, when you've seen somebody that you actually like this person seems to suit or seems to fit into what you want in a woman or in a man. Most likely it's the man that goes to say that, because of culture base now, it is the man that's coming to marry you. So I mean, the lady doesn't go to meet her pastor that I want to marry this guy. they will still tell the guy to. So the what I would say is this: you meet a lady, you like this lady, or you've been seeing her, you've been watching her, you've been studying the way she behaves, the way she relates with people. You like the way she relates with people. You feel, or and then you see the physical, you think you like what you see. Then you've had interactions, you've asked questions around, and she seems to fit what you like. So you want to get to know her. So get to know her. Be friends with this person. Just with her. Talk. Where people miss it in dating is that they don't talk. They don't communicate. They don't, immediately you see somebody that you like, all your hormones are rising. The next thing you just start having sex, just at once. Sometimes that delayed gratification helps you a lot. So since we're talking to Christians, since I'm talking to Christians, I'll tell you this. Get to know this person that you say you want to be with. Remember, marriage is not, I want to just date. I think I like this lady. I believe she's the will of God for me. So let me get to know her. So you get to know her by spending time with her. You can ask questions. There's a lot to do. In fact, you type somebody's name on the internet and then you see a lot of things. So get to know this person. When you feel that, okay, this is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. This is the person that I'm so sure that she's the one. You started dating. Let your pastor be aware, or let your unit leader, for those, every church, you're in a department, so let that your department head be aware that, look, I'm dating this person. I'm in a relationship with this person. We're getting to know each other. I'm studying her, and I strongly believe that she's the will of God for me, or she's the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. So at that point, tell your leader. Don't see, you see this thing of keeping secrets about relationship. That is why evil thrives in church. Because if this guy or this lady is moving from one person to the other, and you are keeping your relationship a secret, secrecy, that is where sin thrives in. Secrecy. Let people be aware. Your leader, your unit leader, if you're in a unit, or the pastor, or the person in charge of marriage, whatever, the head or a pastor, just let somebody be aware in the church that is of significance. Let that person be aware, if you're not in a unit, that okay, we are in a relationship. We're in a relationship, and I just want you to maybe mentor us, or just to inform. Just why I'm saying that is because sometimes there's a case that came up. This was last week, about a guy. This guy, he's supposed to be in a relationship with another lady, but he goes around telling people that he's not in a relationship with that lady. Then we also had, as in, he was telling the other lady, so he was dating like 4 sisters in the same church. And anytime this one asks about this one, they say, no, she's forcing herself on me. She's forcing herself on me. But do you know that the music director was aware of the main person that he was dating? The pastor too was aware of that relationship. But these other sisters that were attached to this, they did not tell the pastor. Neither did they tell their unit leader that they are in a relationship. Because if they had told the unit leader that, look, I like this guy. I remember the guy was busy telling these ladies, don't tell anybody. Pastor will not be happy with our relationship. These people, they have bad belly. Pastor will not be happy. Pastor actually prefers me dating this other person that is forcing herself on me. So don't let pastor know. Don't let anybody know. Let it be between us. Ladies, anybody that is telling you, let it be between us. When it comes to marriage, marriage is not something that is only going to be between 2 of you. On the wedding day, everybody will know. Protect yourself by letting people know, because they can't give you information. Somebody just said, that guy, no. If you had gone to the music director, if they had gone to the music director or gone to pastor, they say, no, he's dating this person now. How can he be dating you? That would have just killed that matter. But they did not tell. They refused to tell the pastor. They're listening to him, protecting their relationship. What are you protecting? You can't protect your relationship. How do you want to protect a relationship? Relationship that pastor is not aware of. But if they cannot take you to the people that matter in their lives, you shouldn't be in that relationship. If they keep telling you it's a secret, let's keep it. And then they start demanding sex from you, they start demanding money from you, they start demanding resources, they start demanding you stay with them, you spend, demanding rights of a wife. or of a spouse, know that there is danger. There is danger. Speak up. So all I'm saying is that at what point should you bring in your pastor? When you know that this is the person that I want to, you're sure that this is the person, because you don't want to go and meet pastor and change your mind tomorrow. So you let pastor be aware. By the time you're ready, you are very sure that this is the person that you want to spend your life with. Let your leader know. After all, that's supposed to be the person that is covering you, or that is it's like a mentor to you. So let that person know. Let your music director know, or let your unit leader, or like if you're in choir, your choir leader, let somebody know. Just make sure. See, this thing you're doing, you're trying to just. This other person will tell you, no, don't say anything. People talk too much. They will tell everybody. So what? People should know. People should know. Forget that secrecy is not a good thing. Secrecy is not a good thing. Once you're dating, let people of significance. I'm not saying that just go on the rooftop and tell everybody I'm dating you. That's not what I'm saying. Let people that matter know, so that if there is anything that needs to come to your notice, they can tell you or talk to the guy. It is part of your protection. But like I said, every church has their modus operandi. Why they are putting those things in place is to protect you as the lady or as the guy from this kind of instances. Because if there's a guy that trends, he's trending, he has dated this one, he has dated that one, and then you now come and then you are somewhere that pastor, the person knows you, and he's like, my dear, this guy is not serious, or this lady is not serious. She has brought like 4 guys to me, or so talk to someone, tell someone, especially if you're not if you're just a regular church goer, you're not in a unit. So this is when you should talk to someone. Let somebody know that you're in a relationship with this person. They will tell you, don't tell your parents, don't tell this one, don't tell your siblings, that's not true. Tell people, let somebody know that it's of significance in the person's life. That's when you know you're in a serious thing. If the person says, no, don't tell your parents yet, no, don't tell you all this yet, everything is don't. He is indirectly telling you that I'm not yet sure that you are the one. I don't think you are the one. I have somebody else I'm even looking at. It already shows you that there's something fishy in there. It should give you a sign that there's something fishy in there. So that's just it. So when should I bring my pastor in it? When I know that, okay, this is the person. Bring your pastor in it at that time. If you're in a church and they have a protocol, follow their protocol. But don't follow protocol. Look, remember, rules were made for men, no man for the rules. So when a rule is made, this is how it should be. If you know that this thing can put me in trouble, my dear, shun it and do it the way you feel you will get to know this person. And at the end of the day, you will still be in line. When my husband came to meet me, we didn't go and do all that. My father was aware already. So I didn't have to go and do all this, go and meet your pastor. My father is a pastor. So I didn't have to do all that. My brother was aware. When my husband comes, he visits me right there. When we were dating, he comes to the house to visit me in my brother's house. So it's not something that was a secret. So don't keep it a secret. Make sure that people of significance are aware. Same thing with him. His sisters were aware. His dad was aware. So make sure that people of significance, that's when you know that you're in line. Okay? I hope that helped you. Thank you. Bye.